to influence the thinking, the emotions, the energy, the passions of everyday people. Everyday people. And they put mechanisms in place, moment by moment, year by year, over time, that actually shapes how people even see or perceive reality. I'm going to start with a couple, and not necessarily in this order. But there is a trope, I call it, that has been legitimized, particularly during the social media era, where truth has become a subjective thing. In fact, people call it my truth. It's like my truth. See, truth, there's nothing greater than truth. You can't go above truth in this universe. There's nothing greater than truth. So when someone says my truth, what they're saying is you can stop right there with whatever you got to say. You just hold up. Don't say anything else, because this is my truth. And because it's my truth, it gets value. It gets to be the highest thing to consider, because it's my truth, no matter what you say. So there is this thought that when people in our society now commit an action or has a behavior, chooses a behavior, one of the things is they're living their truth. They're living their truth. And because they're living their truth, that means that anybody who wants to say anything against them as they're living their truth, they must be wrong, because the truth is paramount. Since they're living their truth, you can't go beyond truth. There's nothing beyond truth. So when a person says, I'm living in my truth, this is my truth, then it's like there's nothing else that anyone else is supposed to be able to say. Nothing. So we live in a world where if a person has an opinion and they have an opinion about something, they feel something, and then they voice that opinion, it's their perception or their opinion. But now it's been translated into their truth. Because the value of what a person comes up with has been elevated in order to make room for anyone who wants to step in that vacuum and say, this is my truth. I did this. This is my truth. I think this. This is my truth. This is who I am. This is what I do. And you can't say anything against it, according to the concept. This is my truth. Hey, you can't say anything against my truth. My truth is paramount. Truth. There's nothing beyond truth. So anytime you come against them with a criticism, with a critique, then there's the other concept that's there is that you are automatically wrong. This is what is put up against, because if they're living in their truth, then whatever you have to say about it makes you start out as being incorrect and wrong, because they're living in their truth. What are you living in if you say something against them living in what they call their truth? What are you now doing? Are you're not living in your truth? I mean, because it's like, well, you can live in your truth as long as it's separate from criticizing and having any kind of disagreement with the truth they're living in. There's nothing beyond truth. Truth is the highest. So if a person says, I'm living in my truth, and you disagree with them, that means your disagreement is null. Even if what you're saying is accurate. The fact that they say that they're living in their truth nullifies it. It nullifies it. So if I say I don't believe, or I don't agree rather, with homosexuality, with men being sexually attracted to men and women being sexually attracted to women, if I say I don't agree with that, then I can say I don't disagree. So now the society has been shaped and is being shaped to think that once that is said or believed by a person, that the central motivation for believing that is hate. Because we have been indoctrinated to see hate as something that should not be a part of our society and discourse. Although the basis of our society and discourse is hate.